Okay, guys. Well, see, this is the reality of living in Florida also. As we get into May, rainy season begins to take place, and snowbirds begin to migrate up north because the weather up north tends to be better than the weather down south. Living in Florida in the summer is living in a tropical climate. A tropical climate has a lot of rain during rainy season. Rainy season is about from June to November. Okay. Now these rainstorms can last anywhere from 5 minutes, to an hour max, but usually they're gone in about 15 minutes. Okay. And the sun can come out, within 15 minutes and be sunny. But I want you to hear the rain. I want you to see the reality, because many people buy a house in Florida in January, February, March, and they haven't experienced the summer living in Florida. So this is the reality of summer: rainstorms and hurricanes and flooding. And that is something that you need to consider, because it's not just fun in the sun, even though the sun I'm sure will come out in about 10-20 minutes. It is also rain, flooding indoors. So if you're going to buy a house in Florida, look at the elevation and get a quote on flood insurance, get a quote on hurricane insurance, know what type of roof is going to be on your house. And, just understand the reality of living in Florida in a tropical climate. No place is perfect. There's tornadoes in the middle of the country. There's snowstorms in the northern part of the country. In the desert, there's no water. There's droughts. Okay. So, and there's windstorms in the desert. You have to figure out what you're willing to deal with, or if you want to be a snowbird and try to navigate and travel around bad weather patterns. Even when you're a nomad, you're not going to be able to travel around all weather patterns. You're always going to get caught in some bad weather, because during the change of season, it's not an exact switch that goes on and off. It's over the course of a month or so. You go from, spring break to rainy season. You go from, the cold winter of up north to the warm beginning of summer. So, it doesn't just happen on the first day of spring or the first day of summer. This is a transition over weeks. And so I just want to share this video clip for those who want to live in Florida. I grew up in New Jersey. I mainly relocated to Florida, but I'm still a nomad as I make this video. Would I still recommend Florida? Yes, because like I say, pick your poison per se. Pick what you're willing to deal with, because there's nothing perfect in life. And if you want to be a nomad, then, you're basically picking the poison or the negative. I don't want to say. You're basically saying as a nomad, you're willing to live on the road and put up with the frustrations of the road and never being settled. Staying at campgrounds, parking, boondocking. If you want to buy a house, you have to consider, flood insurance, hurricane insurance, etc. If you're going to rent, you're going to pay a high premium during peak season in Florida. So you have to understand all these things as you evaluate what you're trying to do. But, even if you don't, we don't always make the right decision. So give yourself grace. But I'm just sharing this video with you a little bit. Hopefully it helps, okay? I still love Florida. Love for you. Keep pushing forward on your best life. The rain's about to stop. The sun will come out. And hopefully that's a parable for life for most things. All right? Take care. Keep pushing forward.